At one point, they even made me read a Bible verse and explain to them why that meant we should pay them before they take us to the station.
Charlie, there is something going on in Accra, in Ghana right now, which is not nice at all. And if we don't take care, it is really going to destroy the dirty December that we've always been hyping day in, day out. It is going to destroy everything. Charlie, if you were here, you've been watching my videos. Just a few days ago, I shared a video of an African American who was talking about Ghana police extorting money from him to the extent that they followed him. They followed him to take some money from him. Charlie, like if you didn't watch, this is the video.
Ghana is the only place in the entire world where you get robbed by the police, bro.
I swear to God.
I promise you. This is my second. Look. Oh, sorry. Give me 2 seconds. So basically, me and my friends got stopped because we were going the opposite way. A cop comes out of nowhere. First of all, he's not even wearing proper cop gear. He just has a cop helmet and normal clothes on. So we thought he was taking a piss. He told us to turn around, asking where we were from, and then asked for our taxi's ID. We were saying we were trying to get some food, and then he said, okay, you know what? Follow me. I'll take you to a good spot. Took us all around, dropped us off, and I was like, okay, if you don't want any trouble, pay me. So we had to pay them like 50 Ghana City, which is only like $10 or 10 pounds, but still, bro. It seems like everyone here wants money. It's so funny, bro. This is the only place you can properly get robbed by police.
And as I'm talking to you right now, another one has popped up. And this one, they followed her, like it's a female. They followed her to an ATM. They followed her to an ATM to withdraw money for them. Like, Charlie, who are these people doing this? The IGP, the Interior Minister, everyone that is involved or is in charge of this. Charlie, what is happening? And it seems like they are targeting the foreigners. This is sad. They are targeting, the foreigners, it is easier for you to see them, like to recognize them, and they are targeting the foreigners. This is crazy. Charlie, this video, you guys should share it. Tag anyone that is in charge of this to Charlie. They should do something. They should do something because it is becoming too much. Charlie, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the video and watch.
Last night, I was kidnapped and robbed by the police in Ghana. I was kidnapped by 3 masked police officers. They covered their license plate. They didn't have name badges on. They completely covered their face. And as soon as they decided they wanted to take us, they took our phones and my camera. So I couldn't record. I couldn't contact anyone. I couldn't even look up, what was legal for the police to do. And obviously, not sure the law would have helped. They are the law like that. So the Uber driver that picked us up at the end of the night told me that this is something that happens frequently. The police set up these checkpoints all over the city and they'll stop you for anything. Like you could not come to a complete stop. You could have something on you. You could do nothing and they will stop you. And if they find out that you're American or they suspect you might have money, then they will take you. And they decided they wanted to take us. They heard my accent because they asked me a question and I had to answer. And they checked our bags. They checked our whole body. And when they looked inside my bag and they saw that I had cash, they decided I needed to get in the car. So they told me to get in the car. I tried to ask why. I tried to say, like, is there anything else we can do to handle this? No. So they told me to get in the car. And they got mad anytime I tried to ask a question. So I realized, like, I cannot fight back right now. I have to simply, like, do what they say. So there was a friend of a friend that I knew in Ghana, and we had just went out to eat. So we're in the car together. They actually cuffed him because he's from Ghana, but they didn't cuff me. They just sat me in the car and they drove us around. Little did I know we were driving in Accra the whole time, but I don't know where I am. I don't have my phone. It feels like we're getting further and further from where I'm staying. Like I'm feeling, I'm feeling terrible. One of the cops is in the back seat and he has his arm around me the entire time. They were screaming at us most of the time. And then sometimes they would decide to be nice. Like it was definitely like a good cop, bad cop type of situation. They told me I would not go back home to America. They would arrest me and those charges would not let me board my flight. They told my friend he was gonna go to jail. And the threats kept escalating. At one point, they even made me read a Bible verse and explain to them why that meant we should pay them before they take us to the station. This was the most nonsense I'd ever heard in my life. But again, they're all armed. There are big ass guns in the trunk. At one point, there were 5 officers with us, and then at other points, there were 3. Like there was no leaving. There was nothing. So at one point they pulled up at an ATM and they told me, take out as much as you can. Are you dumb? Do I look like I'm fucking dumb? And I know y'all are probably like, why'd you get in the car? Why did I get in the car? I didn't have a choice. You try resisting 5 fat ass, armed, stinky ass, and let's get into the smell because the car stank. So at the ATM, I told them like that. Like obviously they couldn't go with me into the ATM. I went to tell the bank people that I like was not good, but they still had my phone and my camera and the person that I was with. So I took some money out. I took out like $150 US dollars, and I went back to the car. I gave it to them. I'm thinking it's over then. No, of course it's not over. They're still trying to extort more money out of the other guy. So eventually they get about $400, and I'm tweaking because I'm like, I need to be up in the morning. Like, where am I? Who am I? Like, I just felt, I've never felt powerless like that in my life. So I say all that to say, if you're going to Accra for Dirty December or going at all, make sure you don't, I guess, look rich. I didn't even have on any designer. I had on a cheap outfit. It doesn't matter. Don't talk back to the police because they will straight up take you. Thankfully, I'm not physically harmed. $150, that's nothing. They don't know that, but I'm gonna be okay, and I thank God for that. I thank God for his covering. And yeah, just wanted to tell my story.
I got stopped by the police today for the first time in Ghana. Okay, not technically stopped by the police, but here in Ghana, as you're driving down the street, like sometimes every 10, 15 feet, there is a checkpoint of police officers. I'm not really sure what this is for. Queen, yes. Why do police be stopping us every 15 seconds? What are the police checkpoints for? Get to the point.
What did you check?
Why are the police there?
Yeah, it's a checkpoint. We are checking your cars.
Okay, yeah, so apparently for no reason, just to check your car.
Anywho,
so typically you get there and the police traditionally, you know, they need a little money. They're not supposed to, but they do. And so today, I got my first police checkpoint because I'll be driving. And so I turned on my lights, overheads, and I looked over at him. He saw me and he said, "That's it." It was so uneventful. Queen laughed. Queen said my American face, so they're not going to try to extort me for money. Come on. I'm extortable. You see what happened with my rent?
This is why you need to be careful in foreign countries. I booked an apartment on Airbnb in Accra. It's a nice apartment. And the thing about the complex is I stay here all the time, but I've just gone with a private renter at this point. He brought cleaners to my house. I already said, don't bring the cleaners. I'm not going to be in. He brought the cleaners and the cleaners stole $300 out of my money. I had a stack of money, dollars, and they stole the money thinking I wouldn't clock because it's just a little bit of the dollars that I did have. You need to be careful. I went through Airbnb, and now I have to report it back. And I've gone to the owners and told them that your cleaners have stolen money. They said, are you sure? Are you sure about it? I've left my bag inside the wardrobe. Why have I come in and my headscarf is hanging over the wardrobe? They open the wardrobe to go through my shit. If you're cleaning someone's house, why would you open the wardrobe to look through their clothes? It doesn't make no sense. My bag was in there with the money. And they stole it.
Do you know what's mad? Ghana actually has its challenges, you know. But can you imagine after work on a Friday, and you just come to a beach club? Bearing in mind, the beach clubs are free to book. You probably just have to buy one drink or something if you don't want to eat. But after work on a Friday, just imagine you come to the beach club, you're chilling, and this is what life should be about. You know what I mean? The colonizers really took the freedom away from us. This is a Friday afternoon. What do we do in the UK on a Friday? We go home, go to bed, but the squeeze and Jimmy pick up the art. But this, whoa. Can you imagine when the sweet one just chilling on the beach on a Friday or every day really? This is life. This right here is what you call real higher life. Any babe.
This is the life.
This is just peaceful life.
The breathing.
Wow.
Hello, I'm back in Ghana. I'm in Accra currently, and I'm going to show you how to make a bowl of cereal in Ghana. So obviously in the UK you can get like whatever milk you want, and you can get different milks in Ghana. Like it's quite easy to get non-dairy milk, but I'm just like a standard cow's milk girly. I normally just use a semi-skim milk from Tesco's with my cereal in the morning, but you can't do that in Ghana. There are a couple of options of what you can use for milk instead. This is actually tea creamer, but you can buy these little pots of like basically like condensed milk. Is it condensed milk or evaporated milk? I'm gonna have this with my coffee, and these little sachets of Nescafe were in my Airbnb, so I'm gonna have this as my morning coffee. And then I've just been down to the supermarket and I've bought little sachets of Nido, which is milk powder, and this is normally what I use to eat my cereal in the morning. When I lived in Ghana, like I would just buy cornflakes as normal, like that's what I would eat for breakfast in the UK. This is what you eat it with, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. I feel like potentially loads of Ghanaians are going to come for me in the comments, because this is not like, I'm telling everyone now, this is me, a British girl, mashing up some styles and putting it all in one bowl. This is not a typical Ghanaian dish, so if this is horribly wrong, then I apologise. But this is literally what I've done for like 5 years. I first moved to Ghana in 2019 and as a student, and this is literally how I used to eat my cereal. So this is what I've always done, so this is just how I do it. So you take your milk sachet. There are so many different brands. Nido is a very good brand. I like Nido milk. You can obviously buy massive tubs of Nido as well. Like you can buy big tins of it. So you take your bowl, you take your Nido, and you pour your Nido. You pour your Nido into the bowl. It's literally just milk powder. It's just powdered milk. I guess it's like protein powder. Whoa. Just realised I've spilled it everywhere. Okay, so you have your milk powder, and then you take your bottled water. You can buy sachet water here in Ghana. Sachet water is water that comes in plastic bags. It's really cheap. You can just buy it literally anywhere. You take your bottled water. This is one I opened earlier. You pour it in your bowl like it's milk. Water and milk powder. Now I'm just gonna mix it. I feel like this is actually quite a good tip if you've never been to Ghana before and you're British and you just want like a bowl of cereal in the morning. Let's taste it. I mean, it obviously doesn't taste like cow's milk. It's kind of nutty, like it tastes a bit like almond milk. I actually really like it. So yeah, you can obviously add sugar, like my husband probably would add sugar to it and stuff like that, but I am just gonna have it as is. And then obviously don't forget to add your cereal to the milk. And there is my breakfast for my first morning back in Accra, a bowl of Special K and a coffee. I'm gonna go and eat this, and then I'm gonna head off to the gym. Bye!
When your kids are in that Ghanaian system, just know that they're gonna have some kind of long break, long holiday, something. They're off all the time. It's exam week, and the kids don't have school tomorrow because it's Farmer's Day.
Imagine quitting your job and booking a one-way ticket to Ghana. Well, that's exactly what I did. 7 years of busting my ass at a job I loved so much, and one day it finally hit me. This isn't the life I'm meant to live. So I did the wildest thing I've ever done. I chose me. I quit with no backup plan, just faith, stubbornness, and a one-way ticket to a new chapter in life. But before the leap, something beautiful happened. Come along with me as I share my story.
So don't tell me, and I'm in Ghana, you don't come out and come and get food for yourself.
Now, let me take you to the Ghanaian market to go do some shopping for the weekend. I headed off straight to the Kotokraba market in Beirut. Guys, you have to see this for yourself.
Birmingham and you don't know this place, you're really missing out. But what a wonderful song. Yeah. Manager check. Take us around.
Goat meat, appointing from your Washington Ewaha. You're welcome with your fresh one. Guinea fowl. Fresh one from back home. When you have baby, you can baby. Just a Kotokraba market.
That's a movie, the whole Ghana about how.
And then what call different
Zomi. Honey, there's even local honey. Charlie, this store is packed. I swear, this store is freaking packed. like time travel. You've just entered into Ghana when you enter this door. There's everything. There's even snap. What person would you have a landlord if you
Charlie, so this is a lady that came all the way from America, or I think the UK, and she's complaining about something like this. They followed her to an ATM. She's even saying like she was kidnapped. Yes, and she can say that because it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. What is our security agencies doing in this country? It do December, security by a tight, like police will be everywhere. We've never heard something like this. Now it is in Ghana. Like seriously, who are doing this? Are they truly police? Are these people really police officers? Man, we should wake up. Nzembi is here. We should Nzembi is here. We should wake up because it doesn't make sense and make it sense. Baku say, what is happening? This is crazy, Charlie. This is crazy. What? That is it. Careful. And from the way she's narrating the story, they have guns. They have they are armed. Everything. Charlie, the IGP should wake up. Honestly, the IGP should wake up. I don't know what is happening in Ghana right now, but Charlie, whatever is happening in Nigeria, we are not immune to that. It can easily happen. And saying Masat is a Fulani phobia, sorry, and because of discrimination, they are also complaining, and the statements are making. It is very, very, very crazy. Charlie, what is happening? Security issues. Thank you so much for watching.